Mm. How you doing, everybody? Welcome to the live. How you doing? How you doing? It's the one and only MC ERASTUS from Kenya, Africa. How you doing today? Jennifer the Cruz says, yo, how you doing? How you all doing today? Welcome to the live. What's going on? Ben Mouse said hi. How you doing, Ben? Kamel says hi. How you all doing today? Welcome to the live. What's trending? What's trending? Hope you all doing good. Hope you all had a great day. Jennifer the Cruz says, I'm doing great. What about you? I don't have bad days. I'm grateful to God. It's another beautiful day. I'm feeling good. I just came from doing my daily exercise. It was a 2 minute exercise actually. I didn't feel like doing it, but I just tricked my mind. Let me do this for 2 minutes, you know, lifting some dumbbells. And then that was it. Kamel says good. That's wonderful to hear. That's wonderful to hear. Jennifer the Cruz says, yeah, I saw that. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Your local FBI agent. Holy, bro, are you a spy? Are you a spy? Says, hey, you're back. Yeah, for sure, I'm back. How you doing? Welcome to the live. Your local FBI is, I have a question. All right, throw it, throw it. Oscar says, hi. How are you doing, Oscar? Welcome to the live. Jennifer de Cruz says, I missed your live last night. It was a good. We were talking about life. There's some mysteries to life with a guy called Sniper. But it was all good. Oscar said hi. Welcome to the live, Oscar. The name Oscar reminds me of a certain legend of a football team called Chelsea. He was a great player. Jennifer de Cruz says, you were late yesterday. I slept on. Hoo-hoo. All right. Today, I'm going to jump on a little bit early. I'm going to jump on a little bit early. But I believe you had a fantastic night, everybody. Depending on where you are. I believe you all had a fantastic night. And by the way, Jennifer de Cruz, I subbed to your channel. I subbed to your channel. I pray you get the subs you're looking for. Pray you get the subs you're looking for. Jennifer de Cruz says, sure, we'll be waiting. That's wonderful to hear. That's good to hear. Jennifer de Cruz says, thank you so much. When did you sub? Just a few hours ago. A few hours ago. I subbed. I saw the photo. You seem to be a little bit tall. You give me the vibes of an individual who is around 6 feet, around there. So much height. Let me know. Have you ever played basketball, Jennifer de Cruz? From the photo I saw, you seem to be a little bit tall. Let me know if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. Your local FBI agent says, I want to throw you a question. All right, you can holler the question. I'm ready, I'm ready. Jennifer the Cruz says, I uploaded two videos yesterday, but a friend of mine told me I can't upload Instagram post. You can't upload Instagram. I believe you are able to, depending on if you have the app. You know, if you're using Chrome, Google to log into your Instagram account, sometimes it's difficult to upload the posts. But when you have the Instagram app, it's easier. It's easier. It depends on where you're uploading the post from. Jennifer the Cruz says, no, I'm short, but I have played basketball before. You've played basketball before. But basketball is an interesting game. Anybody can play basketball, you know. Just adrenaline pumping. You feel good. Jennifer the Cruz says, no, I'm short, but I have played basketball before. Come on. What do you mean short? What do you mean short? What is your definition of short? Jennifer the Cruz says, yes, I'm on Instagram. Oh, that's good to hear. Jennifer the Cruz says, I'm serious, not 6 feet tall. Okay. Do you have the receipts that says you are not 6 feet tall? Jennifer the Cruz says, I'm just five. What do you mean, five flat or what? How many followers do you have on Instagram? Jennifer the Cruz says, very less. It's a private account. Oh, that's interesting. I have two accounts actually. Oh, wow, that's interesting. You have two accounts. So, which one do you mostly use? Jennifer Cruz says the one on this phone. Jennifer the Cruz says very less. It's a private account. Okay, that's good. The one on this phone, Darlene Nagobet 5. All right. Well, I'm also on Instagram. I joined Instagram some times back, not very long. Go by MC ERASTUS. We can follow each other there. All right, guys, what's trending? What is trending? What is trending today? What is trending today? Jennifer the Cruz says sure. What is trending, guys, today? So, guys, I have a question. I have an interesting question to ask. Who should pay for the first date? That's my question. Who should pay for the first date? Jennifer de Cruz says, what topic are you on? Is it about football? Jennifer de Cruz says, what topic are you on? Is it about football? Depends, but the question of the day is who should pay for the first date? Which is your favorite team, Jennifer de Cruz? I believe there's a chance you might be into football. Jennifer de Cruz says, no, I don't watch football. By the way, the game we play here in our country is called Coco. Kho. Are you familiar with the game Coco? Are you familiar with the game Coco? Okay, Jennifer de Cruz says no. What is it about? Tell me, I'm interested to know. I believe it's a game that originated from India. It's a game famously played in India. It's about a runner chasing individuals. We have two teams. The first team goes on their knees, and then one person chases them. One person chases them. It's about running, exactly. It's about running. It's a game called Coco. You can look it up. Kho. Jennifer de Cruz says, okay, I'll look it up. All right, the question is who should pay for the first date? That's the question. Jennifer de Cruz says a date between who? Of course, a date between opposite sex. It's between opposite sex. By the way, let me ask. In India, do we have issues regarding? Do you have any issues regarding LGBTQ in India? Jennifer de Cruz says if they have not known each other before meeting and they are meeting for the first time, then a man should pay. That's interesting. Jennifer de Cruz says, but if they have known each other and are close, then if they go on a date, I think they should both contribute. I like that. The idea of 50-50, I like that. What if someone argues that the one who initiated, the one who brought the idea of the date should pay for it, regardless if it's the man or the woman? What do you think about that? The one who brought the idea, hey, we should go out. What if I was to say, if the man initiated the date, then the man has to pay. If it's the woman has to pay. What do you think about that? What are your thoughts on that? Okay, Jennifer De Cruz on the issues regarding LGBTQ in India. She says there are no problems in some places in India, but some rural places they could be beaten by the whole crowd. I agree with you. Rural places they uphold their values and their integrity. It is in modern places whereby people live with no rules. People live in the mindset of modernity. I can do what I want, how I want, when I want. I can dress how I want. Nobody to tell me what to do. My dress, my choice. My actions, my choice, regardless of where they are affecting the values of the society. But shout out to those rural places and those people in charge of upholding the values. It's very important for the society and for the future generation. Because just try to imagine children being taught that in schools. There are some places in the world children are being taught about LGBTQ in schools. Parents have no idea. Then you might be surprised your child grows up, they are 10 years old, and then they tell you, hey dad, I'm gay. Hey mom, I'm lesbian. You'll be like, you've been together in this house, you've been going to church, you've been going to the mosque, you've been going to the temple. When did you get the time to learn about LGBTQ? When did it crack in your mind that you have been drowning in this degenerate idea of LGBTQ? So I believe also one of the most important things is for the parents also to counter check what their children are learning in school because it's being programming. It's all about being programming. Jennifer Cruz says a man should always say that he'll pay, but if a woman insists more than 2 times, then she'll split the bill. If a woman never pays for each and every date, then run away from that woman. I agree. Run your way. Run. Never look back. I'm talking about a woman who works and yeah, for sure, I agree with you. But if it's a woman who doesn't work or earn, then a man should be understanding and pay for both of them. Yeah, that's a good point. I agree with you. If a woman is not working, then a man should pay for both of them. But dating nowadays is overrated. People read about fantasy stories, people watch moving about people falling in love, and then they want to apply it in their daily lives, going to fancy places. I believe the best dates are the simplest ones. Going for a walk, doing an intellectual activity like going to a novel, discussing a documentary. Those are the most interesting things. Otherwise, going to fancy places is good, but it's been overrated. You meet a woman for the first time, and then she wants to holler you, hey, I want to go to a nice place. It's overrated, but depends on the person and their values. Some are just golding out here. And it's the duty of a man, to differentiate the one who likes him for who he is and the one who will like him for the money he has. I agree. A man should be understanding enough to know the position of a woman financially so that, you know, they can mutually understand each other and work it out together. Jennifer De Cruz says, true love, if not going to fancy places all the time and eating fancy dinner, it's about eating sweet food with the man she loves. Wow, that's so powerful right there. Eating street food with a man she loves. I agree with you 100%. Those are the most beautiful dates. Taking street food with the person you love. I believe that is underrated, but if you genuinely ask a person who is happy, if you genuinely ask a woman who is happy, which is the time you've enjoyed mostly, they'll tell you it's maybe with that broke woman or that broke man when they had nothing at all and together they were able to go to that certain place, you know, spend time together. It's powerful. Jennifer the Cruz says because it's the small things that matter. But once a while a woman or man can do something special. Yeah, I agree with you. Small things matter a lot. Those are the things we tend to remember. Yeah, I agree with you 100%. 100%. And that gesture should be appreciated by both. Yeah, for sure. And even before that, that means everyone needs to have gratitude. Everyone needs to have gratitude. And if that is the principle that both share, then I believe they'll be compatible, in the long run. Let me guess the time in India. It's almost 6. Tell me I'm correct. It's almost 6 over there. It's almost 6 p.m., right? I appreciate the one who put the like over there, showing me some ties. As a woman, I know that women are the ones that love going to fancy places. Not all women, but most of them. Correct, correct. Most women love going to fancy places for the first time. And if a woman doesn't like you that much, she'll demand it from you. She's going to demand, I need to go here. Going for a simple date, nah, 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 nah. You gotta take me to this place. You're gonna take me to this restaurant. You need to Uber me over there, you know, and Uber me back. Give me some pocket money. Be careful. Men need to be careful out here. Jennifer the Cruz says it's 5:59. Jennifer the Cruz says yes because she wants to meet her demands. It's the programming of the society. You can't blame the women most of the time because ever since that woman was a child, she wanted this, she's getting. She wanted this doll, she gets it. She wanted this kind of food, she gets it. You know, she cries a little bit, she's been consulted. And women have been programmed. If he doesn't meet your demands, don't settle for less. Don't settle for less. You can find better. Most of the women will be like, what does the man do? How much does he earn? What car does he drive? Which city does he live in? Which type of house does he live in? And then the man, we have been programmed in a way that as long as that woman can offer good sex, then that's all we need. But that's how we've been programmed. But the reality is, men should also demand, for more. What does the woman bring? What value does the woman add to your life? Because we live in a hypergamy, whereby women will want a man who is at a higher standards or at a higher position than her in terms of success, but the man, when he demands for a certain standard, is being told, no, you can't ask for that. This is a one-way road, but it is what it is. That's it, today's society. But I believe if you meet a good man and a good woman, they are just compatible. True people find each other. Good people find each other. True people find each other. They say you attract who you are. You attract what you are. But I'll say to some degree there are some simps over here. A lot of men are simps. A lot of men are simps paying for sex. It is what it is, though. It is what it is. By the way, yesterday you told me, have you had lunch already over there in Ifari Cruise? Have you had lunch over there yet? Jennifer Cruz says, yes, I had. What about you? Yeah, I just had. I took some fruits. Took some fruits. I feel good right now. Just took some fruits. Took some bananas. One of the most interesting things I've learned about bananas is that when you take bananas, ripe bananas, when you take them the way they are, you know, they are more of a vitamin. They give your body vitamins. But when you prepare a banana smoothie, that is when you blend the banana or when you, let's say, crush it. I don't know how to use that crush. It sounds ambiguous. But when you, yeah, crush, smash it in a container so that it appears like a smoothie. That is more than a protein. It's more of a protein compared to taking bananas the way they are. And one of the ways that a person can apply in life to gain weight is to take banana smoothie. That is the easiest way. If you want to gain weight, or anybody who's looking to gain weight, take banana smoothie. But you can't just take it. You need to work out a little bit. You know, just put in some little workout. If you are skinny or you want to add some weight, you want to add some mass in your body, take banana smoothie. That is what I've learned. All right. How is the weather there today? How is the weather there today? Jennifer Degree says it's raining since morning. Oh, wow, that's interesting. It's been raining. That's a blessing. That's a blessing from God. Rainfall is a blessing from the Lord Almighty. How long has it been that way? Has it been only today, or has it been that way consistently throughout the period? Sometimes this weather can be unpredictable. You wake up in the morning, it's raining. You wake up in the morning, it's just the normal day. Sometimes the weather is unpredictable. I was with this guy yesterday. We were talking about how the atmosphere used to have a vapor canopy, and then it all disappeared just because of the changes in the atmosphere. You know? Most places used to have a vapor canopy until the atmosphere was polluted. All that disappeared. Then Valley Cruz says just today. All right. That's good to know. Well, over here, it's getting to that time where the sun is overhead over there. During the day, it's gonna be completely hot for the coming 2 months. It's gonna be completely hot. But during the night, it's unpredictable. It's too cold over here. So you have to put on warm clothes. That's our position right here in Kenya. Okay, this is my question now. Who do you think should like the other one more? Who should like the other one more for the relationship to survive? Is it the man or the woman? Who needs to like the other one more? Jennifer the Cruz says a man should love more. Come on. Jennifer the Cruz says simple answer. Well, if you get a good man, I believe it's the woman who should love more. Why? This is my simple reason. Women get a lot of attention from the outside world. So that means for them to even see that attention as irrelevant, for them to not consider that attention as options, they need to like the man more. If they like the man more, then all that attention they are getting, they'll consider it as in the background. They're gonna leave that attention away to dissipate away. Because if that woman doesn't like you a lot and she's getting a lot of attention, believe you me, she's going to think, she's going to assume the attention is intention that the men over there they want her. But in real sense, they just maybe want to use her for a good time. So I'll say, in my opinion, a woman needs to like the man more for the relationship to work. The Cruz says because a man can convince and go beyond everything for a woman, and no one can stop him but a woman. I like that. That's a pregnant point over there. As a pregnant point. Jennifer the Cruz says a woman is sensitive and she can get pressured easily. So even if she tries to stop him, she can't. But this is my opinion, honest opinion. For men, we need to choose those who likes us. We need to like those who like us. That is the most simplest way for a relationship to even last. If we like the one who likes us, for men, it's gonna be easier. You know. Jennifer de Cruz says a man can hold a woman and through his actions, he can make her fall in love with him. Yeah, but that woman has to accept the man because you can be planning something for a woman, but if that woman doesn't like you, it's null and void. Or if that woman maybe feels like she's bored and she wants just to spend your time, because a good woman understands that a man's time is valuable, and if that man is sacrificing his time to come and meet you, then that means a woman should appreciate more and more. But a man can easily fall into temptation by the touch of another woman, and a man is hard man, so a woman can't hold him. Yeah, you need a person who is true to himself and who has principles, both a man and a woman. But I believe most men should also, you know, hold true to their word. You know, if they have agreed that it is that one woman, then they should go for her alone. But men are wired in a way that they are polygamous. Men are wired in a way that is polygamous. That's how they are. Strong, hard, and focused. Yeah, for sure. Alex75 says, "Hi, my beautiful boy. Welcome to the live." Alex75. How you today? How you doing today? Hope you're good today. Hope you're doing good today. Jennifer de Cruz says, but a woman is a tender, sensitive being just like a dove. I agree with you. I agree with you. One of the facts of life is that women are a second away from crying. Women are a second away from crying. And you need a man who is emotionally understanding for them to care about the woman. Yeah. Jennifer de Cruz says, so a man is a lion and a woman a lioness. I agree with you. You need a masculine man and a feminine woman for things to work. You need a masculine man and a feminine woman, you know. And this is what is interesting. Whenever a man breaks down, he should not go to seek comfort from the woman. But when a woman is feeling low, let's say depressed or just emotionally unstable, he should always know that there is a man whom she can rely on all over the time. Alex75 said, I'm fine. All right, that's grateful to hear. It's a beautiful day here in Africa, Kenya. It's been sunny. It's been sunny all over the day. Just jumping here to do this live, see how you guys are doing. What's the time over there in Italy? What's the time in Italy? All right, Jennifer de Cruz says, so that's why a man's love should be a little more, a little bit more than a woman's. I agree with you. I agree with you. I agree with you over there. Man should love the woman more. But if you get a feminine woman, you need to love that woman because real people are rare. Real people are rare. We have a lot of fake copies in this world. We only need legit people. We only need true copies. That's why I encourage myself and those around me that just stay true to yourself. Be a true person. The world needs more of real people, true people, people with values and principles. People are going to better and increase value of your life. Someone who will come into your life and then make you be on the positive side of life, make you feel positive all of the time. Those are the people you need around us. Alex 75. Let me ask you a question. You know, what we were discussing is who should pay for a first date? Who should be paying for a first date? Who should be paying for a first date, you know? How does it work? What are your thoughts about it? Who should be paying for a first date? Jennifer the Cruz says, so that's why a man's love should be a little bit more than a woman's. All right, all right. Jennifer the Cruz says, and a man that is higher than a woman, and a woman should stay on his feet because, yeah, I agree with you. We need that sense of gratitude. We need that sense of gratitude. We need that sense of gratitude and understanding. That it is not you, it is us. It is us together. If people incorporate that, the mentality of us, it is not me, it is not you, it is us. We are still heading this ship, you know. Then I believe relationship will last longer. Because you know, I had this article that says most relationships don't last after 2 to 3 months. Most relationships don't last after 2 to 3 months. And if they last over there, it's very difficult for them to surpass the 6th month. And if they surpass the 6th month, it is very difficult for it to surpass the 8th month. And if they surpass the 8th month, then when they get to 2 years, it's very difficult for them to surpass the 2 years. And if they surpass the 2 years, it's very difficult for them, excuse me, to reach the 5th year. Because there is a study that was carried out on which is the most critical year in a marriage, which is the most critical year in a marriage. And believe you me, the study shows that the answer is the 5th year. The 5th year is the most critical year in a marriage. And you know, most relationships, they don't go past all those stages I've talked about: 3 months, 6 months, 8 months, 2 years, 3 years. So that's why we need that sense of gratitude and understanding that it is us, we are going to steer ahead this ship. Jennifer de Cruz says, so that's why a man's love should be a little bit more than a woman's. All right, that's a good point. And a man should never think that he's higher than a woman, and a woman should stay on his feet because, all right, I believe she's about to finish her point. Show me some tithes, guys. Show me some tithes, you know. When you go to church, there's this payment you pay every month, you know. All right, in this live, you gotta show me some tithes, you know. If you're joining me for the first time, subscribe to the channel, you know. All my returning folks, welcome back. Like and sub, like and sub. Let's grow together. Let's grow together. How that is. Hope you're all doing good today. Hope you're all in the right state of mind. Hope everything is fine, you know. Hope you're all doing fine, you know. Show me some tithes over here. Like and sub, guys. And my honest opinion is that every individual needs self-fulfillment. Needs self-fulfillment. You need to be feel complete. You need to be okay to be alone. How do you achieve that? By being comfortable spending time alone, take yourself out to eat, you know, read that book by yourself, prepare that nice meal by yourself, watch that movie by yourself, write that story, write how your day was by yourself, take out yourself, take out that comedy show by yourself, you know, go take a ride by yourself, whether it's a bicycle, go hire that car by yourself, take yourself for a drive by yourself, go to that concert by yourself. You're okay to be alone, so that when that right person comes, you're already used to it. They're just an additional bonus, and it will be much better. But if you can do all those things by yourself, when that person comes, they will smell that sense of neediness. They will smell it real quick. That's why I feel you need to be self-fulfilled. You need to be so self-fulfilled on your own, so that you attract the right people, the right individuals. And life is gonna be much easier. Because when this applies mostly for men, when you are in a relationship and that woman senses that you are needy, I don't think that relationship is gonna last long. Because I believe men should always be on the grind, Let that woman think, what might this man be doing right now? He hasn't texted me yet. What might he be doing? That bro is on the grind. Bro is busy, Bro is trying to improve his life. Bro is trying to stay focused on his job, Bro is trying to accomplish that task. That's how it should be. That's how it should be. If that person doesn't treat you like a superman, then I don't feel that relationship is gonna last longer. If that person you're with doesn't treat you like a superman, it ain't gonna last longer. It's gonna be out of the window real soon, real quick. And how do you achieve that? By being busy, staying true to your grind, so that even if this person is here or not, I'm still be accomplishing that goal. I'm still gonna be chasing that dream of mine. I'm still going to be ambitious enough. Sometimes even when a person is, let's say, looking for your attention, maybe you're busy, you're doing something else busy. You've been busy. Sometimes I might forget to text back. I had once this friend of mine, she texted me. I literally forgot to text back. Because what? I was busy. Went to the gym for 1.5 hours, came back, I was tired, had to make that meal, fruits and vegetable, you know, had to come back, write how my day was, had to plan for the next day, had to go to church, say a nice little prayer, came back to the house, just checked my phone, saw the messages, and I fell asleep. I forgot to reply back. Then that woman was like angry. Hey, why didn't you text me back? I was giving you this a lot of attention. Why didn't you text me back? I was busy, girl. I was busy. That's how it should be. That's how I feel. Jennifer de Cruz says, yes, I was saying because God created woman from a man's rib so she can stand equally, not from his feet bone, but he can stand on top. That's a good game right there. Oh, it's the same message. Yeah, I agree with you. Women came from the rib of a man. What does that mean? That goes deep. Women came from the rib of a man. If you think it from the normal perspective, if you give it the average thinking, then you're not gonna understand anything. But if you go deep on that phrase, a woman came from the rib of a man, then that shows A woman needs to draw from you. A woman needs to draw energy from you as a man. You know, a woman needs to draw ambition from you as a man. That means what? You need to be in a position that a woman can rely on you, financial wise, emotional wise, in terms of mental growth, spiritual growth, in terms of your values and principles. That woman should be able to borrow from you so that you grow together and make a good home. But if you give it the top level thinking, you understand how deep that shit runs. You know, you need to open your eyes, to some phrases. Some things go deep, 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 deep. But I believe a woman and a man, after falling in love, should at least have children. Let me ask a very interesting question over here. Let me ask a very interesting question over here. This is my question. Let's say a man and a woman stay in the same house, they are married, they just got married. Which is the best time to have children? After you marry a woman, which year is the best time to get married? Which is the best time to have kids as a couple? Jennifer de Cruz says exactly. The point was, yes, I was saying, because God created a woman from a man's rib, so she can stand up equally, not from his feet bone, but so he can stand on top. It's a good point. Agree. Jennifer de Cruz says exactly. Mixed says you are the best. Thank you. Appreciate that. Show me some tights, like and sub. Mixed says hi. How are you doing, Mixed? Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. How you doing? How you doing? Let me know where you're watching me from today. The one and only MC ERASTUS, from Kenya. Yeah, the woman must be able to rely on the man. The woman must be able to rely on a man. And how do you achieve that state, man? Is that by building yourself. Building yourself. Build yourself up as a man before you can decide to fall in love with any person. Because this is how I try to operate and think. Even before I try and date any girl, I believe a man should be in a position to financially take care of the woman. Because even before you have a girlfriend, just assume that girlfriend gets pregnant today. Are you able to take care of the kid? If you're not able to take care of your life as a man, if you're not able to take care of your needs as a man, I don't believe there's a reason as to why you should date or have a girlfriend. I don't think so. Because I believe dating should be for marriage. That is my firm belief. Jennifer de Cruz says when they are both financially stable. Yeah, for sure. When there is financial stability, then they should be at least in a position to go about dating. But when one of them, all of them are not in that position, then it's going to be hard. Mick says, what are you from? I'm from Finland. I'm from Africa. I'm from Africa in Kenya. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Show me some tights, like and sub. When they are both financially stable, I agree. When there is an element of financial stability, then I believe the relationship can be spearheaded to thrive in the right way. The relationship has a high chance of lasting. Because most of the time, most relationships, why do most relationships break? One, lack of financial stability, and two, how do I put it? Cheating. But there's a better word to use other than cheating: infidelity. Most relationships end because of one, financial stability, and two, infidelity. Well, infidelity, if you find the right person who has principles, values, and respect and gratitude, then infidelity won't be an issue. But the other thing, financial stability, well, I believe no other person can compromise with that. Financial stability, you need to be stable. So those are the two things in my opinion. Let me know. Let me all know what are the reasons as to why most relationships or marriages end. One is infidelity, two, financial stability. But if you find the right person, infidelity isn't an issue anymore. Two, financial stability. When you have that in check, then you're good to go. You can go all over around the world, tell the whole world that you're in love, because you can go to vacations wherever you like, whenever you want. Mix says, where are you from? I'm from Finland. I've already said where I'm from. I'm from Africa, in Kenya. 25 Cruz says, a couple should have children when they feel that they are financially stable. I agree with you. Because this economy, this economy sucks, to be honest. It sucks. You need a person who's going to stick by you and understand that and grow with you. So having children, unless you have financial stability, then I don't believe it's the right time for a person to have children, unless you're financially stable. This is very interesting. Jennifer de Cruz writes, if a man gets his girlfriend pregnant, then he should get serious about his life since that day. If he's not working before then, he should start working to ensure the safety of his unborn child and woman. Why jump through all the hoops? Why can't you just be financially stable, then go have a girlfriend to avoid all this trouble that is going to face you? Because imagine you're a broke guy, you tell this girl, I love you, and then you get her pregnant, and then you have no money to take care of the children and the woman herself. Why give your family, your future family, a reason to stay in poverty? Just stay by yourself, build yourself up. Then when you decide to have a girlfriend, then their life is gonna be easy because you build yourself up already. So I don't feel a man should date when they are broke. Jennifer de Cruz says you're having network issue, but I believe right now it's resolved. Right now it should be fine. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Jennifer de Cruz says yes. All right, we should be good. We should be good. Yeah, my point is there's no reason for a man to date while they are broke. There's no reason for a man to date while they are financially unstable. Unless unless now you have, how do I put it? Unless you have a woman who is financially stable, of which that is a rare case to have a woman who is providing for the man. They call them sugar mamas, something like that. Unless it's the woman who is rich, rich and rich, filthy rich, to be able to sustain that relationship, then go date her. But otherwise, most of relationships is the man who are expected to provide. And when a man is broke, I don't believe we should date. I don't believe we should date. Because I believe most of these rich women out here, they don't want to date rich guys. Some of them don't want to date rich guys because they feel like this rich guy is able to get other women. So let me go for that broke guy who I know is going to be loyal to me. That is a rare occurrence, but sometimes it happens. Jennifer Cruz with the laughing emojis. And then she says, I don't know how to make out of it. It is what it is. Sometimes the woman who is financially stable provides for the man. That is a rare case. If you get such an opportunity as a man, I believe you'll take it. Jennifer Cruz says, obviously, any man would love to get a sugar mama. All right, but okay, to be honest, I like to get a sugar mama my age, not an elderly woman. My age, someone whom I wake up in the morning and I'll admire her face. Just the beauty of her face alone will give me the energy, to go through the day and hustle for this woman. Even if I'm broke, or just not just any sugar mama, just a good-looking sugar mama. Let's put it that way. Any man would love to get a good-looking sugar mama, a loyal sugar mama, a loving sugar mama, a caring sugar mama, not just any sugar mama. You know, a charismatic sugar mama, someone who laughs. You know, who gives you the right mood even if the world is crumbling and crashing at you. You need the right woman who is always in a jovial mood. To lift up your spirits spiritually. You know, Jennifer the Cruz says, but tell me this. All right, what it is? What is it? Jennifer the Cruz says, imagine this scenario. Okay, all right. I'm imagining. Goku IT says hello. Welcome to the live, Goku. How you doing today? How y'all doing today? Study XYZ says hello, pro. How you doing? Study XYZ. Welcome to the live. Like and sub. Study XYZ says hi. Doing good. Goku IT says good. Are you doing good? I'm grateful, bro. I don't have bad days. I try to be positive. I try to stay with clarity. I'm grateful to the Lord Almighty. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful Tuesday. Let me know where you are watching me from. Let me know where you are watching me from. Jennifer the Cruz writes, a man works hard all day, then comes back home to a clean home, hot meal, beautiful wife, and loving kids welcoming him. How will that feel? Whoo! Let me read that again. A man works hard all day, then comes back home to a clean home, a hot meal, a beautiful wife, and loving kids welcoming him. How will that feel? I'll feel like Superman. I'll feel invincible. I'll feel the best man in the world. I'll feel blessed by God. Because what else would a man wish for except to have a beautiful family, a loving wife, and kids? That's the purpose of life. Jennifer Cruz writes, that's the life of a husband and a wife. I agree with you. I agree with you. Goku writes, what will you do if you meet Ronaldo? I'll do Sue. There's a clip I made on Instagram, It's almost a hilarious clip. I made it on Instagram. Doing the Sue. Check it out. Look it up. But I'll do the Sue. I'll just ask him how his day is, what he does to stay disciplined. But I'm sure I can relate to that. The most disciplined individuals have faced trauma back before in their childhood. So the only way they can deal with the trauma is through hard work. And Ronaldo is one of them dudes. He was chased away from school and he had to undergo through trauma, sweeping the streets at an early age to afford meal. And that's why he stays disciplined because he knows where he comes from. He comes from poverty. That's why he stays on the grind. Jennifer Cruz says, so can this be compared to a sugar mama? Nah, it can't. Let me tell you this. If you ask any person in the world, do you want to be a billionaire? No family, no wife, no kids. You can sleep with any woman you want, but you can't have a long-term relationship. You're a billionaire, no wife, no kids. You can sleep with any woman you want. Unlimited women, you can sleep with them anytime you want in the day, but you can't have a long-term relationship with them and you can't have kids with them. Or option B, you can be a millionaire, loving wife, loving kids, one car, one house, only one woman, and unlimited kids. Which one will you choose? Billionaire or millionaire? Let me know. Which one will you choose? Millionaire or billionaire? Come on, tell me that I'm right. The wife, of course, is the better option. The loving wife, beautiful kids. That's a beautiful home over there. Goku IT says, imagine one day you enter the pitch, you play and you score, your teammates are so happy and hugging you. Then you have been scouted to Barcelona. What will you do? I thank the Lord. I thank the Lord Almighty, and I'll be grateful for such a rare chance. Those chances don't come easily, they rarely happen. So I'll be grateful to the Lord Almighty for that blessing. And that's my answer. What will you do, Goku IT? Let me know. What will you do if that happens to you? If it was you, Goku IT says, I will be so happy. All right, all right. You'll be so happy. Is that all? You'll be so happy. Goku IT writes, my friend family will be proud of me. That's beautiful. That's beautiful to know. Friends and family are the most important things to a person's life because I believe even if a person today was to be on their deathbed, they don't remember how much money they have. That won't matter at that point in time. What will matter most is the family, friends, the good friends they have, the good family they have, and the moments they had with those individuals. Goku IT writes, money doesn't fix anything, but happiness does. But you know what is interesting is that when you have money, there is a higher chance for you to be happy. Because would you rather be happy and broke with no money, or stressed but with money? Which one will you choose? Be broke but happy, or be stressed about your businesses but having a lot of money? Which one is better? Let me know. Jennifer De Cruz says, I'm making tea. Oh, that's beautiful. That's good to hear, making tea. Gokuiti says, I'd be broke and happy because happiness is all what matters for me. That's a good point. That's a good point. But sometimes, when your health is going to deteriorate, you need money to go to the hospital. When your family needs their bills to be paid, you need money. You need money. And I'll argue that having money as someone will make the lives of those people whom you love, will make their lives much better. Because most of the problems men face in today's world, they can be 99.9% of the problems that we face can be settled with money. If you have a family, you need to provide, you need to ensure that they eat, money will take care of that. If you have a child, they're hungry, they want that toy, money will settle that. If you want a certain type of cloth, if you need to have that clean shave to look good so that you can feel happy, you need money to go to the barber. You know, if you want to have a good family with a good home, you need a nice house. Money is going to settle that. You know, so to some degree, you need money also. But if you're at soul, if you're at peace with your soul, if you have equanimity, then that is the best feeling. That is the best feeling. I understand what you're saying. The most important thing is to have that calmness, that peace in your soul. That is the best feeling in the world, for sure. That is the best. Because if you have a friend, family that loves you for who you are, if you have a goal that you're chasing in life or a goal that you're aspiring, then I'll say you've already won in life. You've already won in life. Doesn't matter how much money you have. If you have a loving friend, loving family, loving wife, you have a goal that you're aspiring and chasing, you've already won in life, bro. Let no peer pressure come and subside your mind and lower your level of clarity, lower your self-esteem. Let no level of peer pressure do that. You've already won in life. Goku IT says, do you play games? Yeah, for sure. I play games. But what kind of games are you talking about? Is it online games? Is it board games? Is it games with friends? Let me know what kind of games are you into. Goku IT. Let me know what kind of games are you into. Because yeah, for sure, I'm a fan of games. Jennifer Cruz says money is needed to fulfill human needs, but trading everything for money, that's wrong. I agree with you. Trading everything for money. There's a verse in the Bible that says, why will you gain all the treasures, all the happiness in this world, and then lose your soul in the end? Why? Why pursue all the happiness in the world and then lose the soul? Why pursue all the earthly pleasures and then lose your soul in the end? There's no need for that. Because in the end, I believe there is a place that we all go to. I believe there is life after death. There is life after death. Gokwati says, any games. Gokwati writes, I'm into online games. Yeah, I play online games. I know how to play FIFA, you know. I've played GTA before. I've played WWE 2K. I've played it. Let me know, guys. Do you know how to play Ludo? Ludo, the online Ludo. Let me know if you know how to play the online Ludo. Do you know that we can create a community whereby you play online Ludo? Goku IT writes, I'm only 13, so I mostly play Roblox, Fortnite, and GTA Online. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's incredible. Have you played Ludo before? Have you played Ludo before? There is a game known as Ludo. Ludo. That is an interesting game. You can play that game with anybody from anywhere in the world. I could be in Africa, another guy could be in Asia, another guy could be in Europe, and we could still be playing and hearing each other's voices while playing the game. It has that option of audibility where we can hear the other person speaking. It's a good game. It's called Ludo. 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 It's an interesting game. Goku IT says no, I have not, but I really want to. Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna create that option. I'm gonna look into it. Whereby you can play Ludo, you can play Ludo and talk about life. Jennifer the Cruz says yes. What's the special ingredient that you put on tea in tea? What is the special ingredient that you guys have that makes your tea so special? You can share with that. What special ingredient do you have in India that makes your tea special? Jennifer the Cruz says she's making some tea. She's making some tea. I bet it's cold over there. What ingredient do you have that makes your tea so special? Because I believe different places in the world have uniqueness in terms of preparation. Because I believe we have some common foods all over the world, but the ingredients that we put in that make that kind of food or drink special, they differ. So, what kind of ingredient do you put over there in India that makes that tea so special? Goku IT writes, I love FIFA games because in real life I play soccer, either with my friends or with my brothers, and that's so fun. There's nothing more fun in this world than doing things, than sharing moments with the people you love, whether they're your friends, whether they're your brothers. Nothing can overcome that joy. Nothing can overcome that good feeling of creating memories with the people you love and the people who love you back. You can't buy that. That is brotherhood and sisterhood combined. You can't buy that. Jennifer de Cruz writes, just two leaves are fine. But if you want more flavor, you can add ginger elaichi. Alright, alright. Elaichi is cardamom. That's good. In our place, we also have ginger. We call it tangawizi. Tangawizi is the name that we give to ginger here. It's the local name. Tangawizi. Tangawizi. That's the name of ginger. All right, Jennifer, enjoy your tea. Enjoy your tea. Enjoy your cup of tea. Goku IT, let me know where you're watching me from. Goku loves FIFA games. Playing games is good. Sometimes playing games might be a waste of time, but if you're, let's say, you're streaming the games, even if you're wasting time, but you're adding value. So I believe not just don't just play the games, try and at least stream the games. If you're able to stream the games so that you add value, because I believe time is valuable. That's what I believe. That's how I feel. Goku says, I have to go and train at 4 p.m. at soccer. All right, that's good. But I have a question for you. Right now, it is 7 p.m. in India. In Kenya, in Africa, right now, it is almost 4:30 p.m. It is almost 7 p.m. in India. It is almost 4:30 p.m. in Africa. Let me know where you're watching me from and what the time is over there. Let me know where you're watching me from and let me know the time. Goku IT says, "Oh, now I'm in Netherlands and it's 15:27." Let me write that down. All right. So Netherlands are behind Africa with 1 hour. So Netherlands, it's almost a half past 3 p.m. in the afternoon. Goku IT says I have to go and train at 4 p.m. at soccer. Which position do you play? Which position are you naturally comfortably playing? Jennifer Cruz says, "Hey, I'm done work. I'm done making tea. Welcome to the live. Welcome back. Welcome back." Goku, which position do you play in football? He says I am left wing. All right, left-footed or right-footed? Jennifer Cruz says I was here. I never left. Also, I've been here. I've been here. I never left. Goku IT says I can play left wing, goalkeeper, and center forward. Oh, that's good. I'll make this advice that try and also specialize on the right wing. Try and specialize on the whole front area, and also make sure you're good on the ball. Try and control the ball most of the time, and be just stick to your game plan. Have some idols in the internet. Watch how they train. Watch how they score goals, and you'll be a good player. Also be disciplined, and love to train. Love the hard work, love the grind. Jennifer the Cruz says I was here, I never left. All right, that's good. Are you enjoying your tea over there? Are you enjoying your tea? Let me know if you're enjoying your tea. Let me know if you're enjoying your tea over there. Jennifer the Cruz says, no, I'm not having tea. I made tea for my mom and dad. Oh wow, that's beautiful. That's wonderful to hear. All right, you can say hi to them if it's all right. I made tea for my mom and dad. That's good to hear. I hope they're doing good, you know. I hope they're doing good. They're doing fine. Goku IT says, do you have a PC? I'm yet to have one. I'm yet to have a PC, you know. No, I don't have one. I don't have a PC. All right. Jennifer the Cruz writes, they are both doing good. All right, that's a blessing right there. I'm glad to hear that they are all doing good. Goku IT, let me know which is your favorite football player? Who is your idol? Who is your idol? Goku IT. Goku IT, let me know who is your football idol? Jennifer the Cruz says, double tap, guys, support this lovely young man here. I appreciate the love, Jennifer the Cruz. I appreciate that. Oh, it seems Goku IT has left for his training. It seems the young man has left for training. All right. Are you there, Jennifer the Cruz? Jennifer, are you there? I'm about to, to refresh, go out for a walk, spend time outside a little bit, then come back to do another live with you guys. I was about to jump off, go for a little expedition outside, go stretch my legs, see how the world is outside there, then come back, do another live. Am I allowed to say goodbye? Jennifer the Cruz says, okay, stay safe. See you later. Take care. You too, take care of yourself. I enjoy this live with you. Hope you have a great time. Take care of yourself too. All right, guys, I'm a jump off. Be good to yourself. Be true to yourself. Jennifer the Cruz writes, "Can you smile?" Yoko IT says, "All right, have a nice day." Who is your favorite idol? Who's your favorite football player? Before I go, Goku IT. Who's your favorite football idol? Jennifer the Cruz says, "Come on, smile." That's my smile over there. Goku IT says, "Ronaldo. Ronaldo is the GOAT. Ronaldo is the GOAT." Jennifer the Cruz says, "You have beautiful teeth." Thank you so much. Jennifer the Cruz says, "And I love it. You'll make me have goosebumps." Jennifer the Cruz says, "I love Messi." Come on. Oh, Ronaldo is the GOAT. Jennifer de Cruz says, "I love Messi. Ronaldo sucks." Let me be honest. If you want to survive in this life, you have to follow one rule and one rule only. Ronaldo GOAT. No addition, no subtraction. Goku writes, "Messi is short." Goku writes, "Ronaldo has more goals than Pepsi, than Messi." I agree with you. Ronaldo is the GOAT if you want to survive in this life. He can be the old grandfather GOAT, and I don't give a shit. I love Messi. Jennifer de Cruz says Lionel Messi. Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo GOAT. All right. Later on, come with the reason as to why you think Messi is the GOAT. And I'll come with the reason as to why Ronaldo is the GOAT. You know, I loved Ronaldo before, but he changed the way I see him, writes Jennifer Cruz. Goku writes, "Ronaldo played in Real Madrid, best club in the world, and Messi didn't." Whoo! That's why Ronaldo is the GOAT, you know? Ronaldo played in the Real Madrid, the best club in the world, and Messi didn't. So that is why the reason Messi isn't the GOAT and Ronaldo is the GOAT. All right. That's a good reason. What made you change the way you see him? What made you change the way you see Cristiano Ronaldo? Jennifer de Cruz writes, "He holds a lot of women. As for Messi, he never touched inappropriately to any woman." But can we argue that the women they want Ronaldo to hold them a little bit while taking photos, etc.? Jennifer de Cruz writes, "Ronaldo is very harsh and egoistic, but Messi, my life, is so kind and loves his wife and kids a lot. Love Messi." But also, Ronaldo has a loving family. He has a loving wife, loving kids. All of them are loyal men. Jennifer the Cruz writes, yes, the woman he wants Messi as well, but he never touched them, even during photo shoots. But the woman, they want Ronaldo to touch them a little bit, not just to hold them. Let me use the word hold, not touch. They want Ronaldo to at least to hold them a little bit, and feel his presence. I don't know, and I don't want to argue. I'm not gaining anything from this. So let's end this topic here for sure. For sure. Otherwise, their discipline and their hard work is all you need to learn. Their discipline, their hard work, and their values. Even at the top, they still stay with their families. They still take care of their children, and they still value, their family. That is the most beautiful thing that you can learn from them. Otherwise, the rest is just noise. The rest is just noise. As long as they take care of their families, then they are a good role model, and that's a thing that you can emulate and learn from them. Gokwati writes Ronaldo's bicycle kick was super high, higher than the average human, though Messi did a bicycle kick and touched the ground with his hand, which is not really high. Yeah, for sure. The the bicycle kick for Ronaldo, it was incredible. It was unbelievable. It was impeccable. It was one of the best. I wonder why they never give it a Puskas award. Jennifer Cruz writes, I love Messi. It's alright. Jennifer Cruz writes, I'm not talking about abilities, I'm talking about human nature shown. So you want to argue that Messi is a better human being in terms of personality, in terms of values than Cristiano Ronaldo. And then Jennifer Cruz writes, that's important for me, a good loyal man. Yeah, I agree with you. A good and loyal man is the best, the best friend, best at everything. Jennifer Cruz writes, yes. Okay, I agree with you. Jennifer Cruz writes, thanks for understanding. It's alright, you're welcome. Jennifer Cruz writes, you may now leave. Alright, guys, make sure you like, make sure you sub to the channel. I'm gonna jump off this live. Jennifer Cruz writes, thank you, see you soon. Also, see you soon. Take care, everybody. Bye bye. Jennifer Cruz writes, come early, I'll be waiting. For sure. Can't wait to see you too. Alright, guys, I'm gonna jump off. Be good to yourself, be true to yourself. Be good to good people. Gokwati writes, I'll be the first one in your next stream. Alright. Appreciate it. Can't wait to see you all. Bye bye, everybody. Be good to yourself. Be true to yourself. Be good to good people. As Makwet Devon says it. Take care, everybody. Bye bye. I'm out of here. Peace.